West of South Africa, the story of Nelson Mandela's journey to freedom cannot be told without the province of KwaZulu-Natal, where some of the most important events in his life took place, and where I am now at the Ohlange Institute is one of those places. It was here on April 27, 1994, that Nelson Mandela cast his first democratic vote. Now, many people may wonder, he was born and raised in the Eastern Cape and later moved to Johannesburg. Why then did he choose KwaZulu-Natal and Ohlange to cast his first vote? Well, this was the home of the first president of the ANC, Dr. John Durban, and for Madiba, coming back here was of huge significance. It was a historic day, not only for Nelson Mandela, but for many people that were here with him. And one such person is Vusumuzi Sangweni, who was the presiding officer on that day. If you can please explain to us and take us back to that day, that very historic day for South Africa, April 27, 1994. You were the presiding officer here at this voting station. If you can just take us through what happened. In the morning,
Dr. Mandela came in an entourage of cars and went through the aside of the chapel, and then came back into the chapel. And when he came here, I met him at the steps here, and I greeted him and explained who I am. And then he also cleared my memory by saying, by the way, I'm also told you are the principal of the school. And I said, yes, sir. And he extended his hand and he said, you are very, very lucky to be the principal of this institution. And he said, thank you. And I also thanked him for that. And I explained what was going to happen inside, which is inside the chapel here, which was a voting station. And all the process and the procedures, and I explained to him that when we are about to finish, we are going to move the last balloting box to this place here, because down here there were about 150 journalists of all walks of life, and there was a little altercation between me and the journalists because they did not want the voting box to be here. They wanted it over there for what they called a better picture. They said they are not going to get a better picture here. And I said, I can't move this, because if I move it out of the veranda of the voting station, it will be a nil vote. So I had to stand on that, because those are the rules of a voting station. And ultimately, he had to throw his ballot box here at this point where we are standing right now. He is a sterling person. I hope that the family, the Mandela family, much as it is painful, because parting is such sweet sorrow, but they will take it with a stride in the understanding that this man had done a lot of good.
Before casting his vote, Dr. Madiba came here to Dube's grave, where he said, Mr. President, I came to tell you that South Africa is now free. I am Mhlongo, SABC News at the Ohlange Institute.